This is I sat on my glasses so they keep falling off. But anyway, I just wanted to get on real brief so I can tell y'all about this darn social distancing and having to call in orders at stores. I called my order in this morning at 8:37 and they're just now having my order ready. So I had to leave home after I'm already tired because I get up early in the morning. I'll be tired by the time 3 o'clock come. I don't want to do anything or go anywhere. I came to get 2 of these hem tapes. 2 of these. They took all day to come to call me to get my order. If you're going to do driver's side pickup or curbside pickup, whatever they're calling it, at least have your stuff together. You know what I'm saying? Just have your stuff together. Because you got people sitting around waiting and you pull up to the curb and they say you got to call. Then you call, they want to get smart on the phone. Y'all, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like all of this. Today is hot. There's a lot of people out here. I got my window up. That's why my mask is not covering my face, because I got my window up. But eventually I'm going to have to open up my window because it's hot. 65 degrees. It's 65 degrees out here today. It might be a little bit warmer than that. But I was trying to videotape while I was coming up here, but something happened to that video. I don't know what happened. But I'm looking around and I'm seeing so many people out here with no masks on. People just doing stuff like, do you want this country to heal? Do you want people to stop dying? Do you want people to stop getting sick? I'm sitting here in the car. I don't even want to be out here, but I had to because there's no store in Philadelphia close in my area where I can go and pick up sewing items. I mean, I have a sewing machine that I purchased. I'm waiting for that to come in the mail. That's not coming until the 30th. Someone gave me a sewing machine. I had to go get that fixed yesterday. Thank God they gave me that sewing machine months ago, and I didn't throw it away. I didn't sell it. Thank God for that. It's an old machine too, and I'm so glad that I kept it. And went and got that serviced yesterday. And I promise you, I don't care what store you go in, whatever store, Walmart, Joann's, just all these different stores are supposed to have sewing items, and the shelves are bare. I mean, no materials, no needles, no hem tape, no fabric, except for winter fabric, you know. And I promise you, it's just been a mess trying to get stuff done because now everybody's buying stuff to make masks. Everybody's buying stuff for this and buying stuff for that. People that have never sewn before, I haven't sewn in years. I learned sewing when I was in school. And I promise you, trying to get back behind that sewing machine is funny to me because I haven't done it in so long. But I kind of like it on the down low. Don't tell myself I said that, but I kind of like it on the down low. And I'm trying to tell you, this pandemic thing, people say when you're a Christian you should be stressed out. The only reason why I'm stressed out because it's hard to find things, and because I'm so high risk, I really don't want to keep coming outside, and I'm really high risk. And it's just a lot going on. But what gets me now is that, you know, basically you just can't even find anything you need when you need it. Like, who knew that sewing things were going to be a hot commodity? Who knew that you're going to be pressed to find a sewing machine? Who knew that it was going to be like that you got to travel all over the city just to find a sewing machine or some needles? I don't know if this thing is still recording because I can't see from the reflection. I hope it is. Yeah, I guess it is, but I'm trying to tell you, this thing right here, this ain't nothing to play with. And if you order something online, it takes longer than usual. Like I ordered the sewing machine, and the sewing machine, I ordered it from Walmart. The sewing machine said, when I first ordered it, now this is how they get you. They want you to think you're gonna get it right away. So that's what they put, a right away date on there. Oh, you're gonna get it on the 24th, which I believe was what, yesterday? Then they sent me a note that said you're gonna get it between the 24th and the 30th. Then they sent me a note that said you're not getting it till the 30th. So I'm almost willing to bet they're gonna send me another one saying that there was a delay, because everybody's talking about they have delays. And I'm really like not happy about it. But there's nothing you can do. What are you gonna do? You gotta go with the flow, But see, God is good to me because he had a ram in the bush. He had my sister and her husband give me this sewing machine months ago. And he was like, if you don't want it, just throw it away. And I sat that in my hallway for months. I'm talking about months. That thing been sitting there in that hallway. And finally I pulled it out. I was like, let me see what this thing do. And it's an old sewing machine, y'all. It's when I say old, it is old. It's an old, it's really a Singer, but it has the label of Gimbals on there. But Gimbals had, for some reason, Gimbals wanted their name on it, because if you know anything about Gimbals, if you're from Philadelphia, there used to be a department store called Gimbals, and they were a big department store. But this, so if you go online and look at a Singer sewing machine, the old one, it looks exactly like the machine I have that says Gimbals on it. So y'all probably say she just rambling on, but listen, I just had to talk about this, how I had to come to the store to get 2 rolls of hem tape, and it took 7 hours for them to pull up the order for hem tape. 7 hours for 2 rolls of hem tape. The total order was $5.58. And I'm just sitting there like unbelievable. When I called them at 12:30, the lady said, well, did we send you an email yet? And I said, no. She said, well, then they'll send you an email when they're ready for you to pick it up. I said, okay, but for 2 items, are you serious? For 2 items? 2 small items? But if you got to be in the game, you got to know how to play it. Or you're going to be in the game, you got to follow the rules. And their rules said you can't come pick it up until they send you an email, which was 7.5 hours later. So my work's been delayed for 7 hours because I needed this material, this stuff right here, hem tape, to do my work. I got 2 of them, y'all. It took 7 hours. 7.5 hours to get this from Michael's. I had to travel from my home to Michael's to get it. But I thank God because nobody else had it. Rite Aid usually sells it. I've never seen it in Family Dollar or Dollar Tree, but I know Rite Aid usually sells it. I know Walmart sells it. I know Joann sells it. The last ones that I did get, I actually did get it from Joann's, because I went up there trying to find some material and trying to find a sewing machine, which everything is out. You know, you can't even put stuff on hold. You can, if they have a sewing machine in the store, and you call the store and you say, do you have a sewing machine? And they say yes. I say, can you hold it? They say no, we can't hold anything in the store. It's first come, first serve. So if you're on the phone with them and you driving to the place and they say, yeah, we have a sewing machine, but if somebody gets there before you, a nanosecond before you, and they want the sewing machine, they're going to get that sewing machine before you. And that's just how it is. My girlfriend in Raleigh, North Carolina, I was on the phone with her. She called me. She said, I'm on my way to Walmart, girl. They got a sewing machine on sale. And I'm getting ready to go up there and get it. So she driving, and I'm in my heart beating fast with hers and everything. And she was like, Teresa, I'm going to go get this sewing machine, because they said they have it online. I said, okay. I said, but be careful, because you should call them and ask them, do they have it? Because when I called Joann's, because Joann's website said they had a sewing machine available. When I called them, they said, we do have a sewing machine, but it's broken. I said, so why would you advertise that you have a sewing machine if it's broken? Are you going to let me purchase the broken one? This is how desperate I was. Let me purchase the broken one. I can go get it fixed. She was like, no, we can't sell it broken, which I understood that I was just out of desperation saying it. And then she was like, well, if we have it in the store, we have to list it as we have one. I said, but that don't make sense because y'all have people coming from different areas trying to get that machine that y'all claim y'all have, only to find out that you don't really have one because a broken machine is as good as not having them at all. But she said, that's the way we have to list it, ma'am. I was like, all right, bye, girl. I don't even have time for this dumb stuff. Like, you got a machine that's broken, but you listing it as you have a machine. And you know, I just wanted to say you sound real stupid, miss. But you know, I can't let the heat of the moment get me to acting crazy just because somebody else is acting crazy. I guess this is recording. I just wanted to say that, y'all. I just wanted to tell y'all because for real, I'm not even supposed to be out here in this mess. But I had to come out because there's no other way I was going to be able to get my stuff done. I don't like the glue stuff, the fabric glue. I don't like it. It's too sticky. It works, but it's too sticky. They don't have an application for it. So I put that to the side because I don't like to do my stuff halfway. But anyway, I'm just saying all of that to say I'm on my way back to the house right now. And I'm just trying to say this is the life of Lupus. This is my Lupus life. I don't want to be out here because I'm too susceptible to getting this crap. But I'm believing God that I ain't getting nothing. And this traffic out here, you would think that they opened the city all the way up again because this traffic is out here. I mean, if I could show y'all the traffic, it's like there's not even a pandemic going on. It's like I blinked and the pandemic is over because there's so many people out. There's so many cars out. There's so many people riding bikes. So many people. And I don't even see that much social distancing. People are just, you know, they still hooking up and sitting up under each other and all kind of things. I'm like, y'all ain't ready for this epidemic to be over or this pandemic. Y'all not really ready for it to be over because if you were, you'd be following rules. And I understand that people don't want to be cooped up in the house, especially now that it's getting hot. I don't want to be cooped up in the house either, but I don't want to be sick either. So I have to go out and get the necessary things that I need to get. And trust me, somebody might say, you know, if you had all this sewing to do or whatever, why didn't you just hand sew? First of all, I can't sew straight if I tried with my needle and thread. And then I can't sew because my hands cramp up so bad. Like, I might get through like maybe a half a mask before my hands start cramping up and I start being in terrible pain. I can't do it. And, you know, sometimes you just got to know your limitations. You have faith in God, but you also got to know what you know. You know, you could operate in faith and say, you know what, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And girl, by the time I got finished trying to sew that thing with a needle and thread, it was like, I can't do this. But again, God had a ram in the bush for me with that sewing machine. But when they gave it to me months ago, I had no idea that I would be doing something such as making masks. But I do thank God because they could have gave that sewing machine to somebody else, child. They could have gave that sewing machine to somebody else. Because when I promise you, there were no sewing machines in the city of Philadelphia. There were no sewing machines in the city of Philadelphia. And what happened on Amazon is, on Amazon Prime, you couldn't even get a sewing machine on Amazon Prime because everybody bought them out. So just independent people were selling the sewing machines and then they hiked the prices up. And then it takes you until June, you know, from May 28th to June 2nd or 3rd or something before you even get the machine. Like, well, that's defeating the purpose. I need the machine now. But that's how bad it is out there. It's people in the city of Philadelphia. I promise you, you can't find a machine. Yesterday, I went to take the sewing machine that my sister and my brother-in-law had given me. I went to the store to get it serviced. And they, the man said to me, ma'am, he said, this is a really good machine that you have right here. This is a great machine. I said, okay. He said, I've had sewing machines before this pandemic thing came. I had sewing machines all up and down in here. It was a little corner store. He said, I've had sewing machines. My whole store was full with sewing machines. I couldn't get rid of them. He said, but when this pandemic hit, all of us only have 3 sewing machines left. All of the sewing machines that I had. And I mean, he said he had multiples on top of multiples of machines. And he said, when that pandemic hit, people was coming there buying those machines left and right. I was like, yeah, I believe it, because you can't even find a machine. You cannot find a machine. I thank God for the ram in the bush that he had for me. I really do. Because if you don't have a sewing machine right now, you want to make masks, let me tell you something. Unless you can sew that well, I can't do it. I'm not even going to front. I'm not going to try to pretend. I can't sew with a needle and thread for a period of time because of my hands. My hands messed up. And you know what's funny is that a lot of people, people say things like, well, you don't look sick. You don't look like you have any problem. Okay, I might not look like that, but in my world, it's a reality that I have to deal with these type of things in my life. And again, I just have to say thank God because, even in my situation with having lupus and all the other connective tissue disorders that I have, it could be worse. It could have been worse. My cousin died a couple of years from lupus. That thing tore me apart when she died. She was so, that girl she was the best. And just like my mom, when my mom died, everybody scattered, nobody speaking to each other, all this dumb stuff. But she was the one that held the glue together in the family, and I miss her. I really miss her so much because she understands my plight. She understands what I'm going through by her having lupus. She understands. And sometimes it's just good to have somebody in your corner that really understands, My husband, he understands to a certain degree, but he don't have lupus, so he don't know. Just like I don't have cerebral palsy, so I don't really know the extent of what he's going through, but I know a little bit, And it's just always good when you have somebody that can understand what you're going through. So I'm just talking. I'm almost home. I'm a couple of blocks from home. And I'm going to get back up in the dungeon and start trying to, work on my craft. But I just wanted to put a video out and talk to you guys a little bit and let you know that, even though sometimes we get discouraged and stuff, we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. If it's for you, God's going to let you do it. God's going to bring you to it. It's up to you to do it. If it's for you, God will bring you to it, but it's up to you to do it. If it's for you, God will bring you to it, but it's up to you to do it. So I think, though sometimes things look bleak and sometimes things look weary, we just got to trust God and we got to do what we got to do. So I do thank God for the store even having a Stitch Witchery. Even though I had to wait 7 hours for it, I still thank God because they didn't even have to have it. I could have called up there and they said, we don't have it. Or I would have to drive miles and miles and miles away just to get it. And I'm so appreciative to God. I'm so thankful to God for not letting me have to run all the way across the world just to try to get some hem tape. I promise you, I had to go to Jersey the other day to try to find some material because I couldn't find it in Philly. And the Joann's that are in New Jersey are not even open. So I went to the Walmart that I knew to go to. And when I tell you they didn't have any material, they didn't have any material. I had to buy some clothes to cut up. And let me tell you the good thing about that though. The clothes that I purchased was only $2. They were only $2. I mean, $2 a pair. And I was like, whoa, because the sign where I got them from says they were $4. I think it was $4 or $4.99. And when I went to ring it up at the self-checkout, it said $2. I was like, hey. I was like, that's decent. It's only $2. What you talk about? Yo, I was so happy. I was jumping around like, hey, guess what? We got some material. Because we are living in a material world. Anyway, I know y'all probably said, why is she singing that song? I'm singing it because I want to sing it. And I thought it was funny. Y'all know I can't sing. But these people out here, these wheelies, they coming out here doing all kind of stuff. Girl, I tell you. The mail lady just now coming. What time is it? 4 o'clock? All right, y'all. I made it back home safely. Praise God. I made it back home safe and sound. Hallelujah. Had to put my mirror up. Put my mirror in, honey, because they be driving cray-cray over here. I'm trying to tell you. Where's my phone case? Oh. All right, y'all. I'm going in. Holla at y'all later.